I've been waiting for this one, and it's finally here. Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.5 just dropped. And I think 1.51 will drop very soon. I'll show you in a bit, but first, to the benchmarks. Patch 1.5 introduces FidelityFX Super Resolution, AMD's spatial upscaling algorithm. FSR allows us to get better frame rates and better image quality, something we can't get enough of using the Ryzen 5600G's integrated Vega 7 GPU. CD Projekt also added an in-game benchmark, which I used to get my baseline results. I've tested with two configurations, DDR4 3200 with a Vega at 1900 MHz, the stock config, and DDR4 4733 paired with a 2500 MHz Vega core clock. I ran all combination of FSR levels on the low and medium preset. Then I took the results from my previous in-depth Vega and RAM scaling benchmarks that approximated all in-between scores. I recommend you pick a preset and FSR level combination that scores 36 FPS or better in these tables for your specific setup. There are two reasons for the 36 FPS recommendation. A. Some spots in the city are a bit more demanding than the average benchmark result. And B. The frame pacing is not perfect, so we need to give ourselves a bit of margin for dips. I also recommend you use medium crowd density and of course set your textures to high. Let's hop on the arch and cruise the city for a bit. I decided to use the stock setup and go with the low preset and FSR unbalanced. As you can see, that 36 FPS benchmark target pays off. I think we might be able to afford screen space reflections here, which do a lot for the cyberpunky look. Now that we have FSR, I prefer to use the low preset even with the high speed RAM and then add screen space reflections on low and 8x texture filtering. Ultra quality FSR would be possible, but I'm inclined to trade that off for a couple more FPS on FSR quality. Unfortunately, FSR introduces some artifacts. You can see it here on this fence, and in the benchmark run, you can see it around the palm trees. High FidelityFX Super Resolution quality levels at higher resolutions will be less plagued by this. Another downside when using FSR is that it still seems to apply in photo mode, which is unnecessary. I just turned it off to take the thumbnail picture and set the graphics to ultra quality. 9 FPS is manageable in photo mode. So far, I've only discovered one bug. The lighting in the inventory menu is completely broken. This leads me to believe that we will see patch 1.51 drop any day. Other than that, the overall improvements seem to be substantial and good. In the following video, I will treat the 5600G to a graphics card for the first time and test Cyberpunk again. Place your bets on which card it will be. I'll see you there.